Well, in his wildest dreams, trainer driver Sean Grayling wouldn't have been expecting to contest an Inter-Dominion with family favourite Pump the Brakes, but he did, and certainly wasn't disgraced throughout the series. I caught up with Sean to discuss his Inter-Dominion experience and also Pump the Brakes' return to racing here at Club Menangle on Saturday night. Well, Sean, nice to join you once again. Pump the Brakes back in action, as I mentioned, a family favourite. Before we talk about the horse, your experience during the Inter-Dominion Carnival must be something that you dreamt of growing up and coming through the ranks.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was a great experience. It was great to be a part of it. I know there was no absolute champions like we've seen in the past come through, but it was a good series nonetheless. It was quite competitive and ended up being quite a thrilling final with the way it ended in the room.
Sean, for a young fella competing against the best of the best as far as the drivers were concerned, naturally enough, that's going to be a great learning curve.
Yeah, it was. The racing, again, a lot tighter than what we're sort of used to. Even on Saturday nights here, it was a lot more tighter in there, a lot more sort of competitive, and you sort of give an inch, you're out.
Pump the Brakes, he wasn't disgraced. He started off finishing 12th, and through the series he kept progressing nicely, a 9th, a 4th, which made him into the Inter-Dominion consolation, finishing 11th behind Pocket of Terror. He wasn't disgraced.
No, he wasn't. I drove him a bit cold the first heat. He should have finished a lot closer. He never got much of a crack, and they got home in a quick time. And then he went good at Bathurst, did a bit of work earlier. Then at Newcastle he was real good. He finished hard on the back of Expensive Ego, doing it quite easy, so he was good.
Sean, throughout his career, when he was going around at Newcastle and Penrith and Bankstown on a regular basis, do you ever think you'd wind up in an Inter-Dominion with him?
No, well, when I claimed him for 6,000. When I first got him, everyone told me, he can't go at Menangle, he's not fast enough, this, that, the other. I'll tell you what, now he's better at Menangle than he is on the smaller tracks. He's got that sort of speed he's learnt, and he just follows the speed so good now. He gets home good, he's always there or thereabouts.
That's an interesting point you bring up, Sean. No matter whether it's a trainer or a driver, but drivers in particular and horses, you do have to get used to this track.
It's very different. From New Zealand, we mainly drive 1,000 metre tracks, which are very tactical, you sort of got to know when to make a move. I know going to Penrith, you couldn't make a move where you used to on the 1,000 metre track. There wasn't a long enough straight in that, so you had to be a bit smarter about it. And then here, it's too hard to make a move. They run too fast, so you got to sort of hopefully get a good spot early and then go from there.
What's his best racing pattern? Do you have to cuddle him and then wait for that sprint?
He's pretty sort of versatile. He probably just can't do too much work early, but when he's got a good enough draw, he can come out and do enough to hold his own and be handy.
He's coming off a very solid third in the trial behind Tushin Raider.
Yeah, he was good in the trial. I drove him cold, he got home good. He was doing it pretty comfortable at the line. Probably hit the line as good as anything in it, so he was good.
He's drawn nicely on Saturday night in 4. Very open, competitive race. How do you see your chances?
Well, he's probably going to need the run. He'll be a run short. It depends where he ends up and how they run the race. If they sort of run along solid enough but not flat out, he'll probably get home as good as anything.
Well, Sean, all the very best of luck with his family favourite Pump the Brakes, and once again, congratulations on your first Inter-Dominion experience. Hopefully it's not the last.
Thank you very much, mate. Have a good day.